or trick or treat.
Alright people, I got a great video here. You know, we had a great start to the new year after having back-to-back wins in Tesla. You can see here, this is the first thing I said. I posted actually two plans, and basically the first thing I was going to use was the well, I'm going to show you. I said Tesla update plan. This one could do very well. All we need is one good day, and that's what we did. We got a great day on January the 3rd. Let me click on here. And yeah, so this is the one where this was the January 03 calls, okay? Now, you can see the January 03 calls on the close of December the 31st was $319, $319 per option. And, but I decided to use and actually these actually perform better percentage-wise. The January 10. I'm going to close this up here. We're going to go over here, and I says, so I have decided based on all the great gains on you know that we've been having at Tesla. I mean, we've been having back-to-back wins all of December in Tesla. I'm going to be linking the videos, like the next, you know, the past videos. At the end of this video, you're going to have more links. Okay. So, anyways, people. So here's this one where I said that Tesla is set up to test 440 to 450. I'm going to use the January 10 430 calls for this plan. So Tesla needs to break above 422. The confirmation could cost $10 to $11 per option. I'm even giving the cost of the confirmation. Now, on the December 31st, the closing price for the 430 calls were $820. You see that right over here, people? Right over here where the arrows are? These are the January 10. And so that was the plan. And we did go and test what I said. We did that for January the 3rd. So let me, again, you know, when you have the right mindset and great identification skills and great plans, success can happen when you're taking action based on doing what is correct. So let me close this here. So right over here, you can see here, Tesla looks good to confirm right on the open, right? So right on the open here, Tesla confirming exactly, it cost exactly what I said. It cost me a little bit more, $11.10, okay? You had to get in right away on the open. And the January 03 430 calls at $500 per option. That's the confirmation, okay? Killing it at Apple. I'm not going to be talking about Apple. That's a separate video. So basically, when it confirmed, I told people for Tesla, we need to give it room. Support, in this case, is 420 to 419. Above this, and we are fine. And of course, Tesla stayed above those key levels, right? In fact, I think the lowest it went was like 421. And then it slowly grounded its way higher. So the options on the January the 2nd for these calls ended up about $1,300 per option. And then we held that. And then, of course, on January the 3rd, you know, Tesla popped. So let me show you what I said about Tesla, what we did with Tesla on January the 3rd. Actually, I'll show you some more comments I made here. Tesla doing well. It is building up, but moving slowly, but chopping higher. Looks good to give us some more gains tomorrow. Well, that's January the 2nd, so I'm talking about for January the 3rd. And boy, did it give us the gains on January the 3rd. You know, much faster than I anticipated. Here I gave some updates on AMD. I mean, all I had my group in December, right into January, was simply AMD, Apple, and Tesla. I've been explaining how important these stocks are. And these were the best performing stocks with back-to-back winning plans. That's called identification skill. That's what you get inside my group. I'm the leader. I've been doing it. Again, you can study a lot of great videos on my YouTube channel. All right, people. So on January 3rd, Tesla was jumping pre-market. It was about, it was around it was hitting stuff like 440. And the January 10 330 calls were at about $20 per option, which is about 100% gains. In order to get 100% gains, we had to sell the options for a 22.20, okay? And what we did is once it hit that, but we were able to get more than that. I'm going to show you that. So here I go. I am sure that the January or 3rd calls did really good. So here it is. So this hit 2100 as Tesla hit 441.21, and then boom. Tesla was easy to sell 50% at $2,400 per option because Tesla was just flying, okay? For the January, and then actually the 03 calls, they hit 20. The performance on the 03, that being like on the day, it just killed performance-wise, because we had to pay $1,100. I mean, these calls were, they went up. They were only up $400 more per option compared to the January. But again, I wasn't in the 03s. I was in the 10. And I guess the only benefit with the 03 was that if the benefit of a 10 was if Tesla didn't move enough and we were to hold it, then it would be better for the next day. But we got stopped out on the so then basically I said Tesla booming now at 453.30, and our options are at 28.70. These calls hit a high of 28.70 that day, for January 10, 430 calls. So I put a stop at 2,400. I left one of my options at 2,300, so I got stopped out at $2,400 to $2,300 per option on my runners. So my average was $2,400 for the total for all the options that I had in Tesla. So some greater than 100% gains for Tesla. Now let me show you some of the gifts I received from people, some members in my group here, and then I'm going to show you some more information in the charts. So Bruce here on January 3rd sent me a gift here of $300, and that was just for the Tesla plan. He had missed some of the Apple plans being on vacation, and I mean he would have way more gains. We've been killing with Apple, as I said. Here's Ash here. Now Ash has been a member since April of 2000. She's really been studying and focusing. Now these people send me gifts out of free will. They're happy from all the great advice I give, and they make money, and then they're sending gifts. Like this is how it works. So let me click on here, and here it goes. And there's a message here. Thanks, Sandra, for the amazing Tesla win. I was in 10 calls of the January 430 calls, made over 100% gains. I used my capital expansion reserve, bought more calls than normal. So basically what she did is she had bought 10. I mean, she went pretty heavy in this, 10 calls. I went in about 6 of these, okay, which is phenomenal gains, but she went in 10, made even more gains. Anyways, she sent me a great gift of $709. Let me close that out. I've been going in about 6 calls. I go a lot smaller in stuff like Tesla and a lot larger in my Apple calls. And again, it's all depends on the person here. Dexter here, a great gift here, $1,500 practically here. Now this was for Apple and Tesla. Now he's been going heavy. He's been doing really well, Dexter, and he's been a long-term member in my group. And press pause, people, because for me to read all these messages, it's easier if you just press pause and read what Dexter is saying. Read what Ash was saying. Read what the members are saying. Okay, people? And here was Vivian is new. She just was in for 2 days, and she went really in small. I think she found me from stock. She came into the group. So, Sam's gift came about 20 hours ago. Now, I'm making this video around 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Sam, I think he sent this gift to me around, I think it was, and I posted this around 3:30 p.m., just while the market was open still a bit. That's why you see these hours, right? You see the hours, because if I go You see the 20 hours because I'm filming this on the January the 4th, but around 11 in the morning. And so this is a $525 gift from Sam here. Again, press pause. He's been a long time member. Different various account sizes in my group. Joe sent a great gift too. Listen, this is the last one I'm going to show you guys here. $311. Just take a look what he's saying. He's a member. I think he started about 2 or 3 months. He's been sending me in December about 4 gifts like this, back to back to back to back. He's been doing really well, and you can see this lesson. Sandro, this seems like a habit forming. All these winning plans. Although I pulled a major brain camp on the live, just press pause, people, and read that. A lot of great information here. That being said, let's go take a look at the charts here now, people. All right, people, so I'm in the charts here on January. You can see that the high was, you can see right over here on the corner, on the left-hand corner, you'll see the high is 454 of that day. And because of the pullback, because we closed at 443.01, gotta realize this had a high of 454. That's why the options, you can see the 430 calls, the January 10 right over here, 430 calls closed at 17.40. Okay, but I'm going to show you some of the snapshots I took of the January 3rd as they were moving intraday. So just give me a second here. All right, people, so this is a snapshot of the January 3rd calls, the 430 calls. You can see that these hit actually a high of $2,240 per option. Okay, these things killed it. I mean, they did way better than the January 10 430 calls, right? And this is really based on the highs of the price over here. You can see at the top with the snapshot, this was around 9:55 a.m. Tesla made the majority of the move within the first half hour of trading. Basically, we sold everything and got stopped out basically within the first half hour of trading. It was just phenomenal gains in Tesla. Let me show you the 410 calls. All right, people, so right now what I have open here is the January 10, the 430 calls. Right around the 9:52, I took a snapshot. This had pulled back again. These went even higher. These high, I told you, these options hit a high of $2,800 per option. The January 10 430 calls. You see the arrows where I'm pointing? See these arrows pointing? That, if you look carefully, you look at that line, that shows you the options at 2,520. Now, I did not sell them at that. We sold them actually lower. My average selling price is $2,400 per option. And as you saw, the confirmation was $1,120 per option for the January 3rd 430 calls. Now, I mean, the killer gains was really made in the January 03 430 calls. Regardless, whichever options you chose, a big smiles for the New Year's for us. Let me show you some more information, people. All right, people, welcome to Power Trick or Trade. Confirmation is key. This is my Twitter, and right here on my Twitter, there's a pinned tweet. See, this is a pinned tweet? And that video explains how to become and how to stay a member inside my group, Power Group Trades. I help empower people to success through study, through following great information inside my group. So this video will explain how to get inside my group and more information. And right over here is a link to my YouTube channel. Let's go to my YouTube channel. Let me click over here. All right, people, welcome to Power Target Trades. You can see right here on my banner on the left side, live stream on Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Canada. Look, practically every week I'll be getting updates on the market. There's a lot of great information and explanations said on my live streams. This is a lot of the ongoing education that I give to the group and new people on my thoughts on the market and so on and so forth. So one of the best things to do is study my created playlist. Again, I'm going to be linking some of the great wins we've had in Apple and Tesla right on the end of this video. You know, just to subscribe to this YouTube account, a lot of great stuff to study. At the end of the video, you'll see a picture of me in a circle format. Simply click on it. It's going to give you an easy way to subscribe. I look forward to helping you succeed in the markets. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video!
Power target trades. Power trigger trade.